Hello everyone, Royce Miller here, coming back at you with yet another Let's Try. If you're wondering why I'm wearing my fireman's hat today, well, first off, if you're wondering where I got this and why I have it, you clearly didn't watch the second episode of Propped Up. But the reason I'm wearing it is because we got some Firehouse subs. Now, I've never actually had Firehouse subs before. They're supposed to be really good. Um, They're just in a weird location where I am, so I don't really get out to them all that much, but I happen to be driving by them today, so I decided to try something that I've seen advertised. Their limited time deal, the Smokin Triple Stack, which is a little hard for me to pronounce because I keep wanting to say triple smokestack, because, that's like a ship, a triple smokestack. I think the Titanic had that. Anyway. Do-do-do. Ooh, it's got layers to reveal, including a complimentary pickle spear. Now, I actually don't eat pickles all that much. Cucumbers give me indigestion. Not a big fan of vinegar, but I've been trying to expand my palate lately, so let's give her a try. Whoa! It tastes pretty funky, but it actually tastes a little nostalgic because, fun fact, my grandma used to brine pickles. Um, every August, she'd buy a bunch of cucumbers from the Mennonites. They're like Amish, but not totally regressive. Um, Obviously, they do they farm au natural, and she used to get a bunch of like little, very small cucumbers from them and pickle them, and they were the talk of the town. Like everyone loved her pickles. I and so whenever we'd visit her, we'd help her as much as we could. I mean, kids can't really pickle very well, considering it involves a lot of boiling vinegar for the brines. But the smell of dill and vinegar would permeate her house. And that takes me back to that. Anyway, take a peek under the hood. I was worried they'd destroy this thing with slaw because. Oops, sorry. Yeah, hold on. Sorry, my cousin needed something. Anyway. Um, but I wanted to order it as is, give them a chance. Uh, I don't normally like coleslaw though. I don't like cabbage. Well, I like it cooked down. I love cabbage in an egg roll. I love cabbage in a stir fry, but coleslaw is a little weird. Oh, you have brisket, you have ham, you have bacon. Very nice looking sandwich. I mean, it's kind of small. Like this is a $10 sandwich, so being about I'd say 7 inches, a little weird, but let's try it. Mm. It is aptly named. You were just punched in the face with a bunch of like very smoky textures or tastes and really good texture too. Like I don't like being pretentious in these, but it's just very good meat and stuff. I see why my brother likes it. The bread is a lot more, like you can tell the bread is much more artisanal than Subway's bread. Which I compare stuff to Subway a lot, but that's just me. That is good though. The coleslaw doesn't, thankfully, add too much, just a nice little bit of roughage for you. Sorry that I'm eating this so fast. I'm just very hungry. I had dinner with my dad yesterday and haven't really eaten a lot since. Um, he took us out to Red Lobster. We got into the shrimp. It was a lot of fun. And this one's a little stubbier than the other. You can kind of tell that they actually, that they didn't have like a bread, like a bread cutter, because Subway's got a lot of measuring stuff to prove what they're doing. Also, they really got to know how to cut a 6-inch, because considering, the barbecue sauce really complements the smokiness too. Like you don't normally I think of barbecue sauce as different from actual barbecue, like grilled or smoked meat. Because well, I guess no barbecue works with grilled meat too, but barbecue sauce on smoked meat is not something you see as much because it's smoked meat. You kind of the meat's already flavored. There's usually a rub on it. There's usually a lot of flavor imparted by the smoking. But this, it's all complimentary. I don't know what kind of barbecue sauce it is though. I mean, it's Kansas City barbecue probably, which is the very sweet and syrupy one. But it's very good. Sorry, I'm just eating this. I'm not telling you much. Oh, I think there's turkey in here, which is good actually. The turkey is providing a nice balance because turkey's very plain meat. I'm not a big fan of turkey, but in a sandwich it's pretty good. Um, but it's adding like it's kind of like why you'd put it's kind of like why you'd put like chicken in a game pie is to balance out the gamey flavors with a very bland flavor. The turkey balances out the smoked meat, which is the ham and the brisket. And then the cheese is just lost. It's total. There's no cheese. I do not taste any cheese, which is fine. It still tastes very good. But the bread has such a lovely, supple texture. And like, I don't like being pretentious, but this is a really good sandwich. Is it worth $10? Well, I don't know. I lean towards yes, but it's still a commitment when you compare it to other sandwiches of its type. Because again, I have to bring up, you can get 2 for $5 or 2 for $6 deal most fast food places these days, and you can go through a drive-through. You don't have to go into the restaurant. And if you want a good sandwich that badly, you can make it yourself. Like all they're doing is throwing it in a toaster, a toaster oven to heat everything up, and you can just do that with your oven. Just preheat it to like 350 or so. Throw that in for 10, 20. Throw like cut open a baguette you buy at any supermarket and throw that on. Throw that in there for 10, 20 minutes, and you'll get a really good sandwich out of it. My grandma the same grain we made the pickles. Um, did that once when we were cleaning out the basement at that I used to live in, and she did just a ton of sandwiches with different kinds of meats. She had like a bunch of meat in her freezer that she needed to thaw out. Anyway, but it was a really good sandwich. If you're getting just the sandwich, I'd recommend it because it's because it's very good, and $10 is about what you're going to spend on lunch anyway. But if you need a bigger meal, I'd recommend going somewhere else and maybe looking for something in the because for $10 you could get a 2 for $6 sandwiches at Wendy's or Burger King, and then get a large fry on the side. Anyway, but no, it was a great sandwich. Um, I'm glad to have had it. Glad to have supported Firehouse Subs. I have some ideas that I'm working on. We'll see how they pan out. But that's gonna be it for me. Y'all have a good day. This is Royce Miller signing out.